EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From beautiful Pebble Beach, California, it's live second-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Well, let's face it, Mother Nature's just showing off this week. Pebble Beach, one of the crown jewels of American sport in all its glory. As we look at the Friday leaderboard, we've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under par. Included among them is our featured golfer, who will be following intently throughout the round. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round two. We know he can move it. That ball was absolutely bombed. Now comes the touch shot, 83, 84 yards. See if he can play that two-check skipper and get it to stop. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. but that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Yes, a great putt there. It's an eagle here at the second to move him to 2 under par. This is a pretty hole, the third. 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. We'll remind you that coming up next week, we move from the serenity of the Pacific Ocean here at Pebble Beach to a scene that will be anything but calm. That is the Waste Management Phoenix Open down at TPC Scottsdale. Frank, I always think different venues, sort of different soundtracks. Pebble is crashing waves with Argyle sweaters. The Waste Management Phoenix Open, it's like a nightclub in Prague at about 2 in the morning.
And I've been to Prague too, yeah. Except Prague doesn't have the 700,000 people. It's the greatest gate. Some say the greatest show on grass. It really is. That 16th hole, I'll tell you just one quick little story. Tom Watson, in his heyday with the late Bruce Edwards on the bag, it was the one hole he changed his routine. He would get Bruce to go ahead to the tee, all those people around, and he'd just say, give me the club and hit it. It was the one time he broke tradition. It's absolute frenzy at Scottsdale.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Second shot now, and has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub.
Well, no surprise. We've already seen some great iron shots this week, but that is another one.
Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And he'll move to 11 under par. Wow, a day's worth of breathtaking shots, Frank, from the players and the Pacific Ocean. There it is, and this begins that beautiful 7-hole stretch along the ocean. Short, par 4, 4th hole.
And this is also where some of these decisions become quite critical. Do you try and drive this green 330 yards to the front? Or do you worry about that little pop bunker on that left side? It's about 250 yards to get over it, because that's what narrows this fairway down. But it plays uphill.
Oh my goodness, that is on in 1. Wow, what an incredible shot. Another thunderbolt right there. What a putt. He can't seem to do anything wrong in this round. Wow. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. What a roll that was. A long one in for birdie. And he's got it to 14 under par. Frank, here we are. Another good scoring opportunity. The dramatic par 5-6.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right, but that, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out at 360 at the end of the fairway, believe me, that's in play.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Wonderful tee shot here. Biggest challenge is you cannot see the pin sitting on the green. You're going to have to pick out a point along the edge of the cliffs to get the ball on line.
Man, Frank, it is one thing to stack pars on a scorecard, but Eagles, this is an incredible performance.
Well, I'm used to birdie feasts, but eagle feasts? I didn't think you could do that.
That really could have paid off that previous shot, but the eagle, not to be. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. He moves to 15 under. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. It's in! He made an ace, Frank. Can you believe it? Wow.
From the famous par 3 7th to the equally famous par 4 8. Frank, what a hole.
It is, Rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve. But do not go further than that.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Oh, right by the hole. The longer putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting. Okay, boy, I'll tell you, it feels like par is a pretty big letdown after the last hole, but safely in with a 4.
Frank, you might be tempted to just stare off at the Pacific Ocean. It's right there. But you'd also better have your focus on what is one of the more challenging par 4s in the game.
Yeah, this stretch, 8, 9, 10, demands just not just concentration, but really great shots. The tee shot here has to be struck absolutely flush down that left side. And the reason why, if you look closely, is this fairway, just everything moves to the right. So if you sort of pitch it in the middle of the fairway or the right-hand side of the fairway, it's going to go in the rough and leave you a really difficult second shot. So a great drive here is rewarded.
That is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing, and a big drive as well. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
110 gets to the hole. Player has to contend with this left to right breeze.
A little short, a little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
Birdie putt now moving to his right. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that, amazingly, is going to be a 25 on the front side, 10 under par. Starting the backside with a 444-yard par 4 10th, the last in this stretch along Carmel Bay, offering the widest fairway at Pebble, feeding left to right toward the water. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Got it there, but not quite on target. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament.
Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
Well, it's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, this you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway find it.
And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. Just 90 yards remaining here for his second into the par 4.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. This 12th hole certainly not as famous as some of the other par 3s here at Pebble Beach, like number 7 or 17. But 12's a good one at 202 yards. Ideally, you want to work this right to left, just a baby draw, and try to get it to land softly because the green tends to be really firm. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is.
Frank, the 13th hole doesn't get as much fanfare as some of the more picturesque par 4s here at Pebble Beach. Just curious, what do you think of this 13th hole?
I think it's a good hole, Rich, because it rewards you. You can certainly make 3. I remember when Tony Jacklin actually made an eagle hit, but it's very easy to mess up. Purely because they added those 3 bunkers in on the right side that start at 260 yards and finish at just over 290 yards. What that has done to this hole is actually shrunk the fairway to just 35 yards wide.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
Now this for another birdie. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain at 18 under. Well, in the world of professional golf, there are very few legitimate three-shot par fives left. This 582-yard par 5 14th at Pebble Beach is one of those holes. It is all you want. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. We really need a birdie right now.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Chance now for another birdie. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of four bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pot bunker that has to be avoided.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second.
And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position in the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
The putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3.
So, he's actually human. A fairway miss. That one goes into the rough. I wonder what's going to happen next.
All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
It would be very easy to underread this putt. There is break on it from left to right, particularly as it nears the hole.
Oh my goodness, that one took the full tour of the hole and somehow stayed out. Wow. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay at 20 under.
17th hole here at Pebble Beach, all about history and all about beauty. Frank, what's the best way to make that 3 and get onto that 18th tee?
Well, first of all, it depends where the flag is cut, on the right side or the left side, because really this green is like a figure 8 on a 45-degree angle. On the left side, it's a much longer carry, and you've got to really hit your tee shot properly to make the ball carry that bunker and stop inside. On the right side, you can see, you go with a shorter club, and the target is bigger.
Okay, that one's dancing. Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. That one finished off. It's in for par, and he'll remain right where he is. Well, here we are now at arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5, Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees, just a few of the things you need to contend with. Oh!
This hole's been quite mean, but once again, a beautiful use of the short game to perhaps get away with a par.
So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank. Our featured golfer with a commanding lead through 36 holes.
So far, it's just been just a clinic again. I know I use that word a lot, Rich, but it looks like two different players. One at the top and the chasers. Different lead.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.